Hello and welcome to the first ever video on this channel. If you're here now, please like, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I already have one subscriber. I don't know who that is, but whoever you are, if you see this, thank you very much. Now you may be wondering why I decided to start YouTube. I think we decided that it would be a good idea to try and make longer form content so that when it comes to making all my short form stuff and engaging with people through Instagram and TikTok, YouTube shorts, things like that, it would be a lot easier if I had a longer form video that I could just cut down into little shorts and little reels and stuff like that. So it makes my life a little bit easier. I don't have to come up with as many ideas, and it just takes the whole editing and coming up with ideas thing out of it, and it saves me so much more time and makes it a bit more easier. Also, if I do videos like this where it's a lot more long form, I can get my point across a lot easier. I can get the education that I want to give you out a lot better if the video is longer form, because I find it really hard to, tell you the things that I want to tell you in like a 90-second reel. So if I can do a longer form video like this where I can talk to you about everything that I want to talk to you about and just take little snippets of it that I can post out into Instagram for you, then it's going to be a lot more easier. Also, just want to build a bit of a personal brand and help you get to know me and see how I operate, see how I think, and build a bit more of a connection. And I think doing it this way for YouTube is going to be the best way. I've not got the best setup at all. Like, got a mic, tripod, iPhone, ring light, and my laptop. That's it. On base of, this is my first video, guys. You know what I mean? Like, the setup thing was the one thing that was holding me back, and I just didn't want to do it, and I was putting it off. But, I'm not making any more excuses, and I'm just going to go for it now. So, they're not going to be great to start with, but, with consistency and with doing it over and over again, it's going to get better. So, bear with me, and thanks in advance. Now, what is this video actually going to be about? So, with me being new to this, I'm guessing most of you, or at least some of you, are going to be new to the gym. So I just want to talk about programming and progression if you are slightly new to the gym. When it comes to your gym routine, if you're getting a gym routine, it's all going to come down to how you're going to work that routine around your current life. So you're going to have a family, maybe kids, and a job, all that's going to take priority at first because that's how you live your life. These things are important, and you're going to have to try and balance both. So scheduling all this effectively is going to be the first major obstacle that you're going to face. But, just take your time. Don't try and program, 5 days of training if you're brand new to the gym. Start slow, start low with 2-3 days, and then build it up from there. Now, the gym that you go to is also going to play a factor. If you've got either a home gym or a very small gym or a big gym, but it might get busy during peak times and you can only go when it's busy, then you're going to be limited to a few things that you can do. If you're waiting around for equipment, or if you don't have certain things, you're going to need to think about how to program your routine, your training week effectively, so you can get around these little obstacles, Now, if you are relatively new to the gym, or you are not even started yet, your ability to recover is going to be extremely high. The first few weeks, you're going to get a lot of DOMS, delayed offset muscle soreness. The soreness in your muscle when you train is going to be really high because you're working your muscles in a way that they've never been worked before. But after that, because you're so fresh and your ability to train really hard isn't there yet, so you're not going to be training that close to failure, and you're able to recover very well, the amount of frequency that you're going to be able to do is going to be super high. So with that being said, what split should you do and how should you go about training? This is what we're going to cover. Now, what I mean by split is basically just your weekly routine and how you run your training and the build-up of your exercise and what part of the body you're going to be targeting most and how frequently is going to be dictated by your split. So common splits we've got is full body. So 3 times a week, you're hitting your full body. So that's everything from the legs up to the shoulders. Yeah, 3 times a week. Now, a lot of people like to program full body for beginners, which I don't really agree with because it's a lot to take in if you're brand new, training your whole body, getting used to all the different movements that you've got to do. If you're doing a full body split, you're going to build up a lot of fatigue and it's just going to be a bit overwhelming. So full body. That being said, it is a very good split if you're able to recover from it and if you can progress over time. Because talking about frequency again, the amount of time we can train each body part is going to be 3 times a week, which is amazing. If we're able to train each body part 3 times a week, then we're able to give the muscles a stimulus, in the gym 3 times a week. So if we're able to do it and recover from it, it's great. However, I wouldn't just jump into it straight away. Another split we have is upper lower. So that would be training your upper body, which would be shoulders, chest, arms, back, core. And then we have lower, which would be legs, quads, hamstrings, calves. So this is good because we can train, 4 times a week, training every body part twice a week. So you can do upper, lower, or you can do a variation where you do upper, lower, chest, back, shoulders, arms. There's variations you can play with. Again, I think this can be a little bit overwhelming for newer people, however, it is a good one. For people that are fresh and people that want to progress well and have the time to commit to maybe 4 days per week. And the next one, probably the most common one, is push-pull legs. So push-pull legs is great. However, most people program it with 3 sessions a week, which would be a push, a pull, and a legs. Push being chest, tricep, shoulders. Pull being back, rear delts, biceps usually, and legs being legs, quads, hamstrings, and calves, glutes. This is good, and I usually do prescribe this to brand new people, just to take away, the whole overwhelmingness of too much at once. So you can get used to the push movements, you can get used to the pull movements, and you can get used to training your legs hard, then move them up to an upper lower. Now, should you use machines or should you use free weights in the beginning? If you are brand new, we're talking fresh here, I would prescribe mainly machines, and that's because, one, it's safer. I want you to get stronger, and you're pretty new to the gym, so if you're a little bit underdeveloped or you're just not used to moving your muscles and your joints in that way, then it's going to be a lot safer to use machines first. And 2, I want you to get used to actually engaging the muscle, getting used to how it feels when you get a pump and how it feels when you perform each exercise, and the best way to do that is through machines. Now, once you get used to how your body moves, your body mechanics, and able to contract the muscle and get a good pump, you can then move you up to free weights. And when you're on free weights, the big compounds will be there and you'll try to get strong at them over time. This is what's going to give you the most bang for your buck, in my opinion. Getting strong at the big free compounds, whatever it is, maybe a barbell squat. It doesn't have to be a conventional deadlift. It could be a Romanian deadlift, a barbell row. Then when it comes to squats, it doesn't have to be a barbell squat either. It could be a hack squat or a leg press. And benching, it could be dumbbells. It could be Smith incline. Whatever it is, those 3 big compounds, when we come onto them and you start to get strong and progress them, that's when you're going to start to develop that physique that you've been looking for. Now, when it comes to progressing and upping the weight in the gym when you're doing your exercises, the most important thing that I want you to take from this is just to take it slow. All right, there's too many times and too many people, I'm guilty of this as well, back when I started, but please just take your time and think about more about technique and being safe at first than progressing the weight. And over everything, I think, all in all, it comes down to working hard and training hard and being intense. It doesn't mean you have to lift heavy. You can train hard without lifting heavy, because if you load up too much in the bar, especially early on, you're not going to know how to move that weight safely. So if you get under a squat and you've put on an extra plate, one extra plate, 20s aside, and you've not lifted that weight before and you know it's way too much for you, you're just going to fold under that and you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to injure yourself, you're not going to be able to progress. And if you injure yourself because you've put too much weight on, you're going to possibly hold yourself back, 2, 3, maybe a month. And that's huge. Where you can just take small progressions and small little jumps in weight. There's little plates in the gym for a reason. So if you take those little plates, little progressions each week, if you're on a machine and it's plate loaded with a little pin stack and you go up to the next pin stack and it's too heavy for you to get, you get 3-4 reps, go back to the one you run before, keep pushing the reps up and up and up until you go onto that next weight stack and you can get, 8 to 12 reps. Now, ultimately, guys, this whole thing is only going to work if you're able to commit to it. Adherence is the main thing, and consistency over time. So if you have a program, or you've built a program, say you're doing it yourself, and you don't enjoy it, you don't enjoy the exercise you're doing, you're not fired up, you're not excited to go and train, then you're just going to fall off the bus straight away. So having a plan and having exercises in that program that you enjoy doing and enjoy progressing is going to be the number one way for you to win and progress and get stronger. So number one, enjoy it. If you enjoy it and you keep going in, you keep showing up, that's going to give you a big runway for progression rather than, turning up to the gym, fucking hating it, not wanting to train. And lastly, one of the most important things you can do, in my opinion, for progressing well in the gym is tracking. So get yourself a notebook like this, or you can use your phone. My guys, do it through an app. So all the tracking is done through the app on the phone. You can do it in your notes, but I would recommend good old fucking notebook, write out your program. There's something good about just writing everything out in a notepad and taking it into the gym. It's good. It keeps you off your phone, keeps you focused, and, keeps a little element of enjoyment, keeping track of everything there. What this is going to allow you to do is give you a reference point for what you've done the week before, because I know what it's like in the gym. I know, busy lives, everything goes on. If you train upper on a Tuesday, you go the next Tuesday, you have no idea what you've done last week, do you? So you write it down and it's there for you. You've got that reference point to just open up and look, be like, all right, this is what I've done last week. So I can go in, do this again, try and beat it by a rep or two, potentially up the weight if that's what the goal is for this week. Also writing notes about how that session went, how it made you feel, any niggles, anything you felt about the machine, the weight, the exercise itself, anything to help you perform at your best the next time you go into the gym. What this is going to allow you to do is just progress well. If you have everything there, your exercises, the sets, the reps, everything is laid out in front of you. So when you take that notebook or your phone into the next session, you're just ready to go. There's none of this guesswork. You go into the gym in the right headspace. You know exactly what you've got to do. You've got your book. It's all laid out for you. All you need to go in is show up and perform. Okay, guys, that concludes the episode number 1 on this channel. So thank you if you made it all this way. I don't know if anyone will. I don't know if anyone's going to see this, but this will be first of many. Hopefully not too many in here. My aim is to get them actually in the gym, going through sessions with me, techniques, how to use certain bits of equipment, and just how I train and my mindset and methodologies behind how to do certain things. So hopefully get in the gym. Hopefully the plan is to get in there when it's, quiet, and I can take this whole setup with me without getting in people's way, because it is a small gym. I just want to be respectful to everyone else as well. But yeah, this is kind of the general thing that I want to keep doing. A little bit of education and a little bit of long form content where I can just help people and see how it goes. So yeah.